Salutare tuturor, eu sunt Marius și cu mine este...
Pam, pam.
Ok, ceea ce ne-am gândit noi este să facem o serie, un joc super fain numit Gothic, care mi-a făcut mie copilăria, nu știu, al Andreche, nu știa deloc. Dar acum va vedea și el Gothic, deci hai să începem. Luăm despre ce e vorba.
The kingdom of Murtana, united by King Robar II. During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one. Against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm were to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Corinus. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. I was one of them. Something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. 1 second of negligence was enough for the prisoners. Corinus was now under the control of the convicts. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed. Month after month, they brought the ore to the edge of the barrier in exchange. Until the present day. Another convict was brought to the cliff. He did not know, but he would change everything.
In the name of King Robar II, bearer of the scepter of Verant, I sentence this convict to...
Stop! Convict, I've got an offer to make you. This letter must reach the leader of the Magicians of Fire.
You're wasting your time.
You may choose your own reward. He'll give you anything you ask for.
Very well, I'll take your letter. On one condition. Spare me the rest of his nonsense.
How dare you? Keep silent. Right. Send him in.
Welcome to the colony.
I'm Diego. I'm not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
De ce am dat skip? Pentru că... Nu mi-am încărcat video, nu știu ce are. De asta am iază. Bă, Andrei, tu vezi ce fac eu?
Da, mă.
No, bun. Ok, de nu întreba Diego dacă vrem să cerem ajutorul și noi vom întreba câteva chestii.
De acum.
Okay, what do I need to know about this place?
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
How do I get to the old camp?
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next reasonably safe-looking place you'll come across. There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to walk around without a weapon.
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure you'll find something useful. The mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along the canyon.
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and his boys might have killed you. And I couldn't just stand by and watch, because I came all this way to make a suggestion.
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. You'll find him there. But if you plan to fight him, be careful. He's an experienced warrior.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Who's Gomez?
Gomez is the most powerful ore baron. He's the boss of the old camp, the most powerful man in the colony.
N-ai volum la jocul ăsta.
Păi, nu te aude. Auzi?
Da, mă.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet in the old camp.
Nu, să zic ce ne-a zis ăsta, dacă... Ai înțeles ce-a zis ăsta?
Da.
Și te lucrează pentru... mare lege, care de fapt nu e ca la cât. E ce ai să vă explic vouă, lui Andrei, controlele. Alt, înainte, sari. Control sus, ridici lucruri. Uite așa. Wow, se luptă așa. Control sus. Săgeată din lucruri. China, te numai. Se șeră.
Dar știi că era ușa deschisă, nu?
Unde?
Jos.
Nu, că trebuie să o vezi.
What are you doing here?
Making sure no one gets near the exchange place, especially one of those cutthroats from the new camp. You're the new guy they chucked in today, right?
That's me.
Then you'd better watch out for the guys from the new camp. I work for the old camp, same as the others you saw at the exchange place. I assume you've talked to Diego.
Yes, I have.
Good. Then you know what's what around here.
Au, dar tu știi de ce a ajuns asta aici? Că nu a dat video, dar o să-l pun eu. S-au făcut niște condamnați, s-au făcut nu știu ce crime și trebuie să arunci aici, că e cea mai barieră lângă ăsta. Ca așa, ca un fel de capac, numai că vizibil, care te curentează și te omoară. I-au dat ăștia, înainte să-l arunci acolo, i-au dat o scrisoare. Fac când lor aruncat acolo, că erau la... Da, da.
Why do I have to watch out for the guys from the new camp?
Compared to the new camp, the old camp's a quiet, peaceful sort of place. The new camp doesn't get any deliveries from the outside world. Most of the rogues there just steal whatever they need.
And the old camp?
The ore barons have everything under control. Next in line to them are the guards, followed by the shadows. The diggers are the lowest. Everyone who arrives here starts out as a digger. If you want to become something better than that, you'll have to get accepted as a shadow first.
When I was washed ashore, one of the guys punched me in the face.
They do that to all the newcomers. They call it standing godfather.
Oh, are all the guys like that in the old camp?
We do have a few suckers, but they won't touch you as long as you pay them protection money.
I saw a woman being sent down with the goods.
Yeah, the ore barons get everything they want.
Do you mean to say the king exchanges women for ore?
They're convicted criminals too, of course. But if Gomez hadn't asked for them, they'd be sitting in some dungeon or other. I'm not sure what's worse.
I'm looking for a weapon.
There should be some old weapons by the derelict mine, further down the canyon. But don't go and start a war with nothing but a rusty pickaxe for a weapon. Those things are slow and heavy. An inexperienced fighter should never use one of them unless it's an emergency. You'd better make...
How's it going?
Good, none of the road.
Oh, dar știi că dacă mici de astea, tot nu se închide. Ia uite. Am strigat-o. Hai să facem primele crime. Să omorâm niște de ăștia. Vezi ce căcat. Ai văzut? De ne da pumnul. Și unul în tabăra vechi care îți face mâncare din astea. Numai te aduci de ăștia. Îți face mâncare. Deja de ce experiență. Toate, lasă mina aia pe care se fie ăsta. Cuforul se deschide la facă și se ridice. Control Shift dreapta și le-ai pe tot. Dar știi ceva în tot Gothic-ul? Te întorci aici în Gothic, băi. Fix aici te întorci. Cât cum arată pe aici. Să te deschizi până. E ce aici, ce este? Monede vechi, plec pe alea mele. Ia intra. Acum tu te rugă. Control plus de așa, control stânga de așa, control dreapta de așa. Vine combo ăsta. Nu pot să văd combo, n-am văzut nimica. Auzi, 3 clase în joc, pe ce să mă fac? La tabăra nouă gardian, ăsta, tabăra veche gardian, tabăra nouă funcționar. Sau tabăra sectei, rugații care iau iarbă într-una, fain acolo, cuforul. Ca acolo e zău. Și prima oară au puse și templieri. Sau magicieni. Nu ce zici? Uai ce bucăți tău! Fac puse, eu mor în mare, ca carne. Duci mai bine să folosesc asta. Vin mai de o mână și termină repede cu ea. Da. Sigurăm că nu vin. uite ce e acolo, Andrei. Vezi? Asta e tabăra nouă. Ăsta veche. Nu moare. Ce mă, nu iau de aici. Auzi, dar acum e prima oară cu arma asta, e că tot am stat cu arma asta. Bă, nu ia niciun damage. Repede, repede, repede. Ia. Uai, cât de trebuie să fac. Ce? Mă porut ăla acolo. Fac episodul când nu merg în tabăra. Ăsta veche, gol în curg. Ce scriptură am făcut? Facem așa încet. Asta de asta, scriptura asta. Auzi, Andrei, după tine ăsta ce e? Orc sau șobolan? Ia uite-l. Bă, tu mai ești?
Da, mă.
Este. Ce e? Ăsta. Orc sau... Sau șobolan?
Nu știu.
Șobolan de...
O fi...
Câmp, ar veni. Teamă de ceva gen ca aia de fac măcuroaie. Mă fi imens. O să cumpăr pe aici. Da. Dacă nu mai mult camera veche. Câte armurii sunt joc. E armură faină.
Ce era? Un fel de pui făcut din oase?
Ceva gen. Nu. Wow. Era ceva gen. O preferită imensă. Și uite, altul și stânga sus așa. Gata. Care zici că e mai tare? O sabie veche sau una ruginită?
What?
Sabie mai veche sau una mai ruginită?
Nu știu.
Asta veche
Hai.
e tare.
Aia ruginit, că aia dă sida și a băgașele.
Uite, că tot asta e mai tare, aia veche. Îți dai 12 pe ea. Și mai e și asta. Că dacă mă duceam acum după ăsta, după Diego, te vorbi prima oară cu el. Nu mai trebuie să mor. Eu fac, trebuie să fac level 1 până finalul din oraș, cât mai am. Dar în fine, e o chestie. La ipografica spazio. No mare problem. Iar baul wipe fii atentă, aceea. Cum vrei să spui? Ăștia fac ca aia rău, de-a vorbit acolo la...
Hey you, what do you want? I want to warn you, if you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
Nu știu.
What do you hunt? Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them. Besides, it ain't too hard to get them, once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here. He knows more about these things than anyone.
Why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid. Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
Why? Doesn't he sell the maps?
If you get enough ore to pay for them.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's going to be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind. You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do. To start with, then we'll see.
Ce?
Îi dăm o bere și ne zice ceva despre vânat. Dăm bere.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him. What? A lot, but it'll cost you more if you know how.
Acum, e o chestie ce importantă, ca care levelul. Uite, vezi alea de tipul pe scan, că și nu știu ce de văd. Astea. Hai de acolo. E fix invers. A trebuit astea de aici. Ca să nu vină aia. Duce aici. Eu de bucata necesită. Uite, încă un omor, fac levelul. Uite că dacă îi lei fix invers, omorau ăia. Te-am vorbit cu ei. Omorau chestia asta foarte bun.
Hi, I'm new here.
How nice for you.
Is that the old camp over there?
No, that's the new camp. The old camp is underneath the bridge.
Zi. Bă, dar nu crezi că am lucrat în episod?
What are you doing out here?
I want to be left in peace.
Why are...
I'm waiting for a friend to... I can't turn up in the camp without the ore. I couldn't pay the protection money for the guards, and then things would get real heavy for me.
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
I'm not involved.
I wouldn't like to be in
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.